Hi, friends. My name is Marisa Radha Weppner, and I am delighted to share with you one of my favorite classes, Satchitananda Vinyasa. Satchitananda is composed of three Sanskrit words: Sat, meaning truth, Chit, meaning consciousness, and Ananda, meaning bliss. And they form 3 points of a triangle: Satchitananda, truth, consciousness, bliss. And what that points to, or outlines or describes, is the true nature of reality. Consciousness, all that is consciousness. That's what's true, what's real. The universe is consciousness. The universe is infinite. Therefore, consciousness is infinite and the only one thing. And if that universal consciousness is the only thing that there is, that means I am part of that too. I am it. And when I can remember that, when I can tap into the truth of my consciousness and what that means, I feel a state of bliss. That's like the embodied frequency of the truth of your consciousness is. And bliss, don't think of it like this ecstatic, exalted state, though sometimes it can feel that way for sure, but more often it feels neutral, it feels calm, it feels peaceful. And so when you're in the truth of your consciousness, your unified field states, when you feel that peace inside. And we just forget. We forget that we are infinite consciousness. And we forget because the lens of our perception, of our filter, of our antenna gets kind of like radio static on the dial. So through our yogic practices of breath and movement and focus, do we realign and we can feel that state of bliss, that state of neutrality and calm and oneness that is inherently true and that's always there. We're just uncovering it and remembering. So that's kind of the concept behind Satchitananda Vinyasa. And really, any yoga practice could be like that. And for me, my yogic and my meditation practices or other practices like being in nature or being creative or being focused in any way that drops me into that flow state where my sense of ego, personality, small self, gripping, tiny container dissolves and I suddenly am everything and nothing all at the same time. So this is just one gateway and avenue to get there. Our practice today is for all levels, and I'm not with you, unfortunately. You're practicing at home alone. So my guidance for you is just to go slow, and we will go slow together, but you can always modify in any way that you would like. You can make a series or a posture more advanced and harder, more challenging, or you could slow it down and make it calmer or more accessible or quote unquote easy for you, or just rest, rest in child's pose, or sit for a second and take a breather. So we'll move through a sequence, synchronizing breath and movement, focusing our consciousness. The reason that we do the asanas, the postures, is that they help to dislodge and free up stuck energy or prana in our body and in our energetic fields. And so we are more able then to attune to that greater frequency. That's our own channel when we're not feeling tight and rigid and blocked. And then the breath also helps to clear. And the breath is a principle for concentration and focus also, and being in the present moment. And then we'll end with a nice, nurturing, calming, grounding meditation. And this practice will be about an hour, I would say. Okay. So with all of that, let's close our eyes. Let's close our eyes, signaling to our consciousness that we're going to have an inward experience. You're going to be traveling in your own body. with your own mind. Your body and your breath will be focal points for the mind to anchor into the present moment. And the more often the mind is in the present moment, being with, holding, observing what is as it is, the more you're tuning that radio dial to Satchitananda, truth, consciousness, bliss, isness, presence. We'll begin our practice by saying the sound of Om together one time. We'll use Om in the beginning and at the end, like bookends to this experience. The sound of Om will signal to our subconscious and our conscious mind that something special, important is about to happen. You can say the sound of Om with me or just listen. It's entirely up to you. We'll begin with an exhalation and inhale. We begin our journey right where we are. I want you to notice yourself at the starting line. How does your body feel right now? Doing a scan internally, can you feel parts of the body that maybe are tight or sore or tender? Those blocked areas of the body where you can't really get a read, that feel kind of blank to you, notice that. And then what feels kind of relaxed and good and open? How are you doing today, body? Everything that you notice, the practice is non-judgmental witness consciousness, observing without labeling qualitatively as good or bad. It just simply is as it is. So notice your emotional state right now. How are you feeling today? What's that surface level emotion? Okay, go a little bit deeper. What's below that? What's also there? And is there something else? What else is there? Now the mind. Noticing the thought waves of the mind. There's a yoga sutra. Yoga Chitta Vritta. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That translates to yoga is the cessation of thought waves. Or yoga is allowing those thought waves to come and go without being controlled by them. So just witness your thoughts right now. The mind, the quality of the mind. No labeling. Again, there's no good or bad. You are as you are. Self-acceptance is one of the gifts of our practice. And breath. Now just attune to breath. You're breathing through your nose. You know the mouth is closed and the jaw is heavy. The tongue is soft in the mouth. First witness where in the body the breath travels to, like how far down into the chest, the torso, does the breath travel? Where is it? and bringing more intentionality to the breath. Drop your awareness to your abdomen and you'll inhale into the belly, breathing it out, filling it like a balloon, and then exhale, pulling the belly in. We'll do that a few times. Inhale to the best of your ability. Abdomen comes out as you inhale. If you haven't done this before, I know it feels quite foreign. And then exhale, pull the belly in. Again, belly out, inhaling, bringing the breath all the way down to the bottom part of the lungs. And then exhale, the abdomen in. Then we'll rise up. Next breath, you breathe into the abdomen, then up to the middle of the chest to the heart, and then exhale, ribs will squeeze in and abdomen pulls in. And again, inhale, lower lungs, up to the mid lungs, heart. Exhale, ribs in, abdomen in. And now we'll fill the lungs, bottom to top. Inhale, belly, ribs, and into the chest, collarbones, up into the throat. Fill. Exhale from the top of the lungs, the middle of the lungs, and then the bottom of the lungs. Press all the breath out, and then fill. Bottom, inhale, middle, top. Exhale, top, middle, bottom. Find a rhythm that works for you to breathe slowly, filling the lungs completely. Pausing at the top of the inhalation and then exhaling fully. And pause for a moment at the bottom of the exhalation. Breath, that's it. Deep breaths. The breath like a cleansing agent, like some kind of internal Windex. Just consciously breathing helps to create more clarity, more luminosity, more transparency. You certainly feel calmer. And remember, calm, peaceful. That's how the Satchitananda, that's how it feels. Another deep breath. In and then out. Good. And then the next inhalation, let's open our eyes and shift around so you can come up to standing. I'm going to stand too. Move my zafu out of the way. Okay, and here we are, standing. We'll start with a bit of a breath practice. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. Just start by putting a little bend in the knees and swinging the arms up and down. Inhale the arms up and exhale down. And then eventually the arms start to go higher. And then you'll bend at the hips. And inhale up. And exhale down. Put a bend in the knees as you come down. And up. A few more times. The next time you exhale down, stay down. And just hang over, chin towards the chest. The neck is long. And you can begin to move the hips right and left, side to side. Swaying. I think of myself like seaweed on the bottom of an ocean floor, just dragging back and forth. Keep the head heavy and the neck long. Then let's come to center. Find stillness in the middle. You can have a little bend in your knees like I do, and then take your hands behind your head. My fingers are interlaced. And place them right at the back of the skull, the base of the skull, the top of the neck, and just hold here, creating some traction for the neck and along the spine. No need to tug too hard. Just let the weight of your hands create the experience. and stay attuned to your breath. Exhale, release the hands from the neck. Let's inhale, put a little bend in the knees, and exhale, press into your feet. I'm going to put my hands on the top of my feet and toes, and when I come up, when I scroll up, I'm going to drag my hands along the whole front of my body. You do the same. So hands to the top of the feet, and you inhale, drag the hands, shins, knees, thighs, hips, belly, chest, throat, face, reach up, gaze up, soft face though, hold here, extended mountain, drop the shoulders down by your sides, and then exhale, hands, float them down, all the way down by your body, down into your mountain pose, and feel here, just breathe. Feel the soles of your feet on the mat. Breathe up the back of the body from the ankles along the back body to the crown of the head, and exhale down the front lines of the body, face, chest, abdomen, thighs, down to the feet. And up again, back body, and down the front body. Good, and we'll step our feet a little bit wider apart. A couple conditioning postures before we get into our Vinyasa flow, as you might know it if you're a yogi. My toes are turned pretty forward, and my feet are, I don't know, like 2 feet apart. Right hand is on my right thigh. My left arm, I'm going to reach up overhead and just slide down. So a pretty simple side angle stretch. Turn your gaze upward. Just let the right hand slide down to any comfort zone of edge that you're feeling. It's like intense sensation, but it's tolerable, and it's not too much, and it doesn't make you clench, but you can feel quite a bit. Let me just hold here. Hold and breathe. The left side that's open, imagine breathing into the left side of the body. On your exhalations, you may increase the stretch and find that you're reaching over to the right even more. I'm letting my right ear fall towards my right shoulder too. Letting go of the weight of the head. Couple more breaths. If there's space to go deeper, go deeper. Let's slowly rise up. Inhale, drag the right hand along the right leg. When you get tall, exhale, float the left arm down. Pause here, left hand down, right arm down. Breath. And just feel, what sensations do you notice in your body? Pulsing, warmth, tingling, throbbing. And it's that same witness consciousness, observing without categorizing or judging. On the other side, you can keep your eyes closed if you like, or open them. It's the same thing, but we're going over to the left. So left hand on the outer left leg. We'll reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly reach to the left. And take your time. Take like 3 or 5 breaths even to get into your edge. There's no rush with any of this. You're already here. You're already doing it. Feel the edge. Where's that spot of the most sensation? And direct your focus there. Holding and witnessing. Good, good. Can let the weight of your head go. Drop it even more to the left if you'd like. Okay. Inhale, rise up, slide the left hand along the left leg. And then exhale, float the right hand down. Whew, both arms are relaxed. Feel heartbeat. Warmth. Your practice, you're learning to refine your sense awareness to notice subtler and subtler sensations in the body. Let's inhale, open our eyes. Heel toe, scoot, 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 feet in, under your hips. I'm in the middle of my mat. You may be at the top or the middle too, but I'm going to start from the middle of my mat. And I like to do a walk up to the top of my mat where I'm stretching out my feet, particularly the top of my feet. So it's tuck the toes, lift the heel, one foot, and then step and release. Other foot, tuck the toes, lift the heel, stretch. Top of the foot, step and release. So you're just tucking and stepping up to the top of your mat. Then some toe exercises once we get up to the top of the mat. I'll turn it towards you again so you can see me a little better. My left leg, I'm going to move my little toes, 4 little toes under, and my big toe is out. I lift the heel, and I'm stretching into the toes. And then right foot, big toe under, little toes out, heel lifts. Good. And then we swap. So that means right little toes under, big toe out, and holds. Big toe out, little toes under. And then left foot, big toe under, little toes out, heel lifts. Stretch your toes here. Okay, then release that. And then right foot, all 5 toes forward and heel lifts. And this will get into the sole of your foot. And release. Left foot, toes out, heel lifts. I like to do this in the start of my practice because it helps connect me to my feet. And so much at the beginning are standing poses. And we want our feet to be online and as present as possible so we can balance and have strength and feel connected. Plus, it's just a great way for our feet to stay healthy. Okay, so here, my feet are under my hips, and I'm going to push my big toes down and lift my little toes up. So big toes are down, little toes lift. And you get to relax your face and your fingers. And then we drop the little toes and lift the big toes and breathe. Big toes down, little toes up. Little toes down, big toes up, and all the toes up, and we fan the toes wide, spread them. Then try to lower the toes down, little toes to big toes, 1 toe at a time. Good. Okay. Now the toes are down. Close your eyes. Sink, drop your awareness into your feet. Feel soles of your feet. Then I like to shift my weight into my toes, go forward, and then back into the heels. So you're finding the edges, the boundary of your balance. I don't want you to fall over, but go forward and back. And then right and left. Inner arch of your feet to outer arches of the feet, side to side, exploring. Our whole yoga practice is really exploring this moment, being with our energy. Curiosity is one of our greatest tools, for sure. And spiral around the outer edges of the feet, outer plane. And then it doesn't matter what direction you're going. Find center, stillness. Stillness. Okay, close the eyes. Again, and then all this energy in the feet, like a laser beam, like roots laser beam, grow down into the earth, connect down. Imagine going all the way to the center of the earth with your energy, dropping down. Center of the earth is about 4,000 miles. So imagine that distance going down, connecting. I like to imagine the center of the earth, the heart of Gaia, as a crystalline core. plug back in. Like you're charging your device. Plug into the earth. Yes, yes, yes. Then breathe from that connection of the heart of the earth through your channel of energy up through the soles of the feet. Now we're going to travel through the body and out the crown of the head. Open up into the heart of the cosmos, that cosmic consciousness that I talked about in the beginning that you are. To connect to universal consciousness, oneness. Exhale down through the crown of the head, all that energy from the cosmos, through the body, back down into the heart of the earth. Travel up and down a few times. Inhale up, heart of the earth, through the body, into the cosmos. Exhale, you're a bridge. Exhale from above to below, from formless to form, from spirit to matter. Yeah, and then ground into your own heart center. Let's bring our hands to our heart in the Anjali Mudra, thumbs to sternum. Bow slightly, chin towards the chest. Feel the back of the neck lengthen. Your center, your bridge is the heart. Feel your own heartbeat behind the thumbs. And it's just witness, you guys, just presence, everybody, just be there. That's all. No force, no grasping. Witness and be. It's pretty darn simple, and yet it's really hard, I know, to let things go and just be. So valuable, though. Your next inhalation, let's inhale our hands up from heart center. You can open the eyes. My palms are staying together, reaching up towards here again, the cosmos. Think of yourself like a divining rod. Your channel, it's getting tuned. Your frequency is getting aligned right now in this moment. Exhale, hands, bring it back down to heart center, through the mind, the vision, the speech, into heart and body. And you'll keep folding over. Exhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, and then hands, drop it down to the earth like giving a gift. Everything that we receive has already come from the earth. What we give the earth is our attention and gratitude and care. Let's inhale, look up halfway. And then exhale, step the right foot back into a lunge. And when you come into this lunge, you're just going to rock forward and back. I like to move pretty big in my space in these first lunges, rocking way forward and then way back, and even straightening my front leg, that left leg. Like a big, intense leg stretch. Because you're just waking up the legs, the hips, beginning to free up stagnant energy in all these movements. Let's rock forward. Bring the right knee to the ground. My right hand is inside of my right foot. Left hand to outer left leg, and turn and twist and look over your shoulder to the left. Good. You can even bring your hand to the inside of the left thigh and open up the left thigh, pressing it down towards the ground. It won't touch the ground, most likely. Mine's not. You're just opening your hip externally. Then internally, bring the left foot back to the ground. Left hand down. Let's lift the right knee again. And now your left hand, you'll bring it inside of the left foot. Right heel turns to the ground, and you're walking yourself back towards your right foot. My left leg is straight in a version of Skandasana. Just hold here, opening up the inner thighs. Like I said in the beginning, you can always modify, make things feel however you want them to feel. More intense, less intense. It varies moment to moment. Let's walk forward again. You're going to lift the right heel, the back heel, come back into your lunge, okay? And then left foot, bring it back to the right. And now we're in plank. Since this is all levels And I'm not with you guys to know your practice. Let's do our vinyasa like this. We'll drop our knees. Then you tilt the pelvis, arch the back, and as you exhale, lower your heart and your chin to the ground. Elbows stay in by your side. Good. And then inhale, flatten out. Point to the toes, thighs, belly on the ground. My hands are under my shoulders. Shoulders roll them up onto the back, and then press into the hands. Come into your cobra, any variation of cobra that you want. This is where I'm at in this moment. You could be lower, you could be higher. And let's exhale, release. Forehead to the ground, toes tuck under. Inhale, push up to hands and knees, and then point the toes, sit down, hips on the heels, child's pose. Long in the arms, curl the fingers away. So the arms feel active. There's a stretch through the underarms. Good. Inhale, hands and knees. And then we'll tuck our toes. Coming into downward dog, do it like this with me. Lift the knees so your shins are parallel to the ground. Then push into the hands and you slide the hips back towards the heels. I'm still pretty low, right? And my hips are back towards the heels. And then straighten the legs. Keep pressing into the hands. Heels towards the ground. If you want to pedal your feet, go for it. If you want to hold still, great too. Right leg, let's inhale it up in the air behind us. Lift the left heel away from the ground at the same time. And then we'll just slowly step forward. Right foot up between the hands. Lunge for just a second. This one we're going to transition through pretty quickly. You'll exhale, left foot up to right. Here we are at the top of our mat again. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold. Hang down. Hands to elbows. And gently sway right and left. So I'm holding my elbows with the opposite hands and moving side to side. Make sure you feel long in the neck, heavy in the head. Exhale, release the hands down from the elbows. Inhale, bend the knees. Hands to the top of the feet. We'll scroll up like we did in the beginning. Inhale, drag the hands up. Shins, knees, thighs. Feel your beautiful, precious, wonderful body. All the way up. Face, reach up. Palms together. Ding. Feel this alignment. Cosmos to earth. You is the bridge. Satchitananda. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close the eyes. Breath and feel. That's all. Feel and breathe. Truth, consciousness, bliss. What is true? What is true is something that never, never, never changes. What's true is always true in the cosmic sense. Connect to what is true in you, that still point, expansion, the unified field, the truth of love. Feel it in your heart. And our next inhalation, the hands will rise up through our voice, our vision, our mind. Reach up and exhale, bow forward. So to bend the knees and push the hips back, hands to the ground. And you guys, practicing at home, modify, do whatever, however you want. This is just me, and you can follow along with me if you'd like. But I do appreciate getting my palms to the earth. So bend your knees as much as you can
to get the palms flat. Drop the head, long neck, and then press into the palms. So you straighten the legs as much as you can, engaging the quads to help the hamstrings lengthen. And release. Let's look up halfway. Inhale. And then exhale, step the left foot back this time. So we're in our low lunge and we're rocking forward and we're rocking back. Going for a ride in the hips. Straighten the right leg as you go back. Get low with the hips as when you go forward. And then we'll come forward, bring the left knee to the ground, left hand inside the right foot, just under the shoulder, then hand to outer right thigh, and you'll turn and twist to the right. Your back knee can be up if you want it to be up, or just keep it down. First, you're pressing your right thigh in towards the heart. Then you bring your hand to the inner thigh, right inner thigh, and you open it up externally. I even release my back toes here now, and I'm kind of on the outside edge of my left foot, so my hips drop. Okay, come forward. Inhale. Good. Lift the left knee. Now the right hand comes inside of the right foot. And I'm going to walk myself back into my left foot as I straighten the right leg. The Skandasana pose. You can have hands at heart or hands on the ground. Some of you might want to keep going kind of back and forth, front and back. But in this moment, I'm enjoying what's happening in my hips just right here. Breath. Breath always clears, always recenters. Such a wonderful companion, a guide. Let's come forward. Push into your hands. Walk, walk, walk forward. Lift the left heel. Now we're lunging. And we'll bring the right foot to the left. Plank. Take a moment to get here. Hold it if you've got the strength in your arms. If not, just drop the knees. Okay, now we'll all drop the knees. Tilt the pelvis, arch the low back, heart towards the ground, chin up, and then exhale, lower heart and chin down, and press through. Inhale, flatten out legs, push into the hands, peel up. You can gaze forward, or you can gaze up and back. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, though. Elbows are bent some, and right by the side of the body. Forehead is smooth. And we'll come down. Exhale. Belly, chest, chin, nose, forehead touches. Inhale, push to hands and knees. Into our child's pose. Thighs are together if you can get them there. Forehead to the ground. And we go long in the arms. This time, take the arms and crawl them out to the side. Away from you. Like, shoulder height, like a big capital T across. I'm on my fingertips. Then keep crawling the fingers back, back, back by your toes. See if you can find your toes and find your feet. If you can find your feet, give your feet a massage. And then see if your hands can find each other back there and interlace the fingers together. When we inhale and lift the arms up, squeezing shoulder blades together, I'm pressing my palms together, but I know not everybody can get palms together, so your hands might be separated, though the fingers are interlaced. Deep breaths. Taking it further, you can gently rock right and left, side to side, feeling what happens in your chest and shoulders when you move. Stillness, lift those hands again. Exhale, float the hands down. Release the fingers. The hands will land by the feet. Palms are up. Then we'll slide the hands forward. And then everybody inhale up, hands and knees. Tuck the toes. We'll come into downward dog like we did before. So we push into the hands, hover the knees, float the shins. Exhale, slide the heels back, or the hips, back towards the heels, and then straighten the legs. And now we're back in downward dog. Pedal if you'd like, or just be still. And left leg. Inhale it up in the air. Lift the right heel. Bend the left knee. Step left foot up between the hands. Slow lunge. Breath. And exhale, step right foot up. Next to the left. We're in our forward fold here. This forward fold, we're going to do a yoga mudra like we did in child's pose. That just means interlace your fingers again at your low back and then lift the arms up as you straighten the legs. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Long neck and chin in. Okay, exhale, hands to the tailbone, down. Release the fingers, bend the knees, chest is on your thighs, your hands are on the ground. Prepping for a chair. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Fingers together, arms by the ears. Look back and see your toes over your knees or under your knees. Holding chair, sit lower. We're going to hold this chair so we can create some fiery sensation in the body. When we intensify sensation, it gives us something to pay attention to. Sit a little lower. There's some quivering and trembling and inner moaning, perhaps. That's all right in alignment. Okay, next breath. Inhale, come up, straighten the legs. Exhale, float the hands down. And we stand here, eyes closed. And again, we drop into spacious feeling, witness. What do you notice in your body right now? Notice without story. Release whatever that thought is. Let that thought go. Feel feet, earth connection, heart, compassion, acceptance, forgiveness, tenderness, the crown of the head, the formless, the infinite, the void, the absolute. Open that channel to higher self, to source. Mm-hmm. Okay, arms are going to come out to the side. We'll open our eyes, sweep the arms out and up. And we'll dive down here, sweeping the arms around the body, clearing the field as you come down. Hands will touch down, and then I just want you to bend your knees and bring your butt to the ground and sit down. I'm going to turn so I can face you. Soles of the feet together. And scoot up towards your heels. Rock, sits bone, sits bone. Let's do this. This is kind of fun. You're rocking up towards your heels like this. I'm going to hold my big toes, and then sits bone, walk. You rock back. See if you can scoot backwards as you hold your feet. go to that edge, and then fold down. So your hips are away from your heels. Curling in, heavy head, rounding the spine. And then we'll look up, and we sits bone walk up towards the heels. Rock up, up, up. When you get as close as you can, fold forward here. We can often keep our spine longer when we're closer towards our heels. So keep the spine long if you can. Come down. I'm going to stack my fists like hot potatoes and rest forehead on fists or forehead on a block or on the ground or just in space. You're holding, stay folded, and then check in and scan where are you tight that you can let go, where is gripping that can open, and allow for that free flow of energy through the body, shoulders, glutes, legs, face, whatever it is. Spacious, spacious, spacious. Free. Keep the eyes closed. We're going to come up. So you'll press into your hands. Inhale and rise. Stacking vertebra on vertebra as you get taller and taller. And stay here. Receive the wash of prana through the body. And a spinal twist. The right leg, straighten it out, long. Left foot, stand it to the outside of the right leg. Interlace your fingers and wrap it around the left knee. Pull the knee in towards your heart. Right foot is flexed. That means your heel is out and your toes are up. Your right elbow, wrap it around the left knee. And begin to turn your torso open to the left. And left hand, let's bring it up to the sky. Inhale up, turn and twist more, and then float the left fingers to your mat. Lots of variations are possible with spinal twists, so you can do your favorite. Unwinding, breathe in as you rotate forward, releasing arms. Drop the left knee, place the left hand on the inner left thigh. Right hand behind you, press the left thigh away and twist to the right. And release. We'll come forward. And just swap the legs. So left leg will go out. Right foot stands to the outside of the left leg. Interlace your fingers around your right knee. Hold it here. Pull in as you flex the left foot. Heel out. Reach left elbow around the right knee. Pull it in and slowly begin to turn and twist to the right. Once you get to like your first stopping point at the right, on the right side, you'll reach the right arm up. And then exhale, float it down. Fingers to the ground. Any version of a twist that you want. Many, many ways to do it. Ringing out. I love the sensation of compressing the central nervous system, the vertebra, the belly, because when we release, prana energy floods to those areas that were being squeezed. And let's release. Inhale, slowly rotate forward. Left hand to the ground, to right hand to the inner right thigh. Press the right thigh away, twist to the left. Inhale forward. Release the right foot to the ground, left foot to the ground. Come about to the middle of your mat. Feet are standing, knees are up. Just hold the knees as you lower slowly onto your back. Landing here on the back. Pull the knees into the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Forehead up. Inhale, head down. Exhale, release. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Exhale away. Again, inhale, knees in. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Exhale, feet to the ground. Open the knees wide. Come into a reclining butterfly. Knees are open. And one hand is on your abdomen and one hand is on your heart. Feel heartbeat and breath, body, you in this moment. Satchitananda, truth, consciousness, bliss. The truth is, all there is consciousness. All there is awareness. It's singular, and I'm a part of, I am that singular oneness. When I allow myself to rest, I feel oneness. I feel whole. I feel integrated. I feel accepted, complete. Inhale, bring the knees up so the feet are standing, and then exhale, stretch the legs long. Let's come into a Shavasana, corpse pose. You can keep the hands on the body or open the arms out away from the body. Palms are turned upward. Stay there on your back. If you want to get a pillow or an eye pillow, if you want to get an eye pillow or blankets because you're going to cool down some, you can do that. Point is, get comfortable, okay? Close your eyes and do another scan through the body and just observe, body, how are you doing now? What do you feel like? What do I notice about myself when I get still and quiet? What do I hear? What does my innermost being want me to recognize and remember right now? Listen to what that message is. If my highest self had a message for me in this moment, what would it be? Acceptance, staying neutral, or if you're not neutral in this moment, that's okay too. You just witness that. There's no judgment. There's no shifting or changing. Just be as you are, please, please, please. Whatever is being felt in this moment for you is exactly what is for your highest good. It's the perfect prescription for you. Trust.
Let's drop a few layers deeper. Feel heaviness in your body. Heavy in your bones. Feel the weights of all of your bones. The bones sinking down through your muscles, through tissue, through your skin, and down into the floor. We reconnect again into the earth. Totally surrender. Your whole form dissolves down. Held by the earth, held like a child in its mother's arms. Safe, protected, guided. Moving beyond the earth. Feeling yourself as the cosmos. You can witness the earth like an object away from you. Identifying with space. Vast, endless space. There's no edges. The mystery has no edge. The further you release into the mystery, the more you feel a sense of awe and wonder, amazement. The more you feel awe and wonder and amazement, the more you're in that non-dual space. Oneness. The void. Rests there in your huge bigness. Big, big, big. Bursting. Even bigger. And there's ease at the same time. Ease and quiet. Finding your breath in this vast, unified field. Oneness, Satchitananda, truth, consciousness, bliss. It's a feeling that we have that words point to, but it's an experience. We know through our experience. We understand through our experience. The breath subtly brings you back to form. And you feel your body resting in the room, at peace, returning with the feeling of being at home in your body, present in this moment, recalibrated, heart grateful, body at ease, breath, mind peaceful, all right here. Everything is conspiring on your behalf. For you to remember the truth, to be the truth, to live the truth, to feel the truth. Ananda, bliss, neutrality, calm, reconnection. Have gratitude for yourself for taking this time to reconnect, to practice. So much gratitude for this moment and for you. Start to move your toes and your fingers, your ankles and wrists, the head, right and left, the arms and legs, the spine. You're on your back still, and your arms will just reach up overhead. Big yawny stretch. Then arms come around the body and hug, squeeze the body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. I love you, body. Release arms and roll to your side. Pause. Always have time for a pause. That's the doorway to being. Then we come to seated. We'll sit tall together for a moment. Long spine. We'll rest hands on knees and the palms are up in this mudra of expansion. Expansion. Thumbs and pointer fingers gently touch. Expanded awareness beyond the limited self. Cosmic consciousness. Satchitananda. Feel the body, whole front of the body. Yes, the whole back of the body. The right side and the left side. We'll say the sound of Om together one time to close the practice. Inhaling. Floating the hands up to the heart, palms together. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Namaste, my friends. Thank you again for practicing with me. If you'd like to learn more about my classes and offerings, you can visit me at marisaweppner.com. Marisa Weppner, Weppner.com. Please be in touch.